What is up, guys, and welcome to another edition of Market Marauders. Beat the market one trade at a time. For your Market Marauders investment channel helps you to find the best deals in the market that some you're interested in. Make sure that thumbs up and subscribe. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. Alright, so I'll be giving you my top penny stocks under $1. I know you guys like this video, so let's jump into it. So the first one on here, we got ticker sign PHUN. And that is for Funware Incorporated. They ended the week at 74 cents. So it went down 2 cents after hours, but not too bad of a metric. It went up last week to 82 cents. So I believe they could test this level again next week for continuation. But, on the channel, I like to go over some background information. At the time of the video, they are bullish, done it by moving average 10, being above moving average 50 and 100, which is the purple and yellow line. VWAP is high as well, but seems to be going down quite a little bit. So I'm going to be looking for this as an early morning mover on Monday. So background information on them. We can see that they have an earnings coming up. So December 2020 financial conference schedule. So this is basically a schedule they're going to be given some financial information about things they're doing. So it's going to be on Wednesday, December 9th, as well as the 3rd. They had one, and they're going to have one on the 15th as well. So I'm not familiar with the whole precedence of this or the presentation that they're going to be giving. But, you could register, but I think, there's going to be some good information given on this. And they seem to be in the niche of cloud enterprise. So as you are familiar with cloud, the whole cloud industry is continuing to boom. In my opinion, even more than the EV space is booming. So cloud computing, you got companies like Datadog, you got companies like Microsoft Azure. You also have companies like Snowflake, which recently IPO'd. So along the lines of those niche, it's kind of rare that you find a company that's in cloud, the cloud enterprise suite or the cloud enterprise niche that is a penny stock. So definitely I would say look into them, keep them on your watch list as time goes on, because they could potentially turn into a Snowflake or a Datadog or Microsoft Azure as far as, actual overall incorporation into the market and into the corporate world, and maybe personal computing is concerned. So next we'll talk about I do have a Patreon group, so shout out to Patreon group. So if you want to join, talk about penny stocks, options, it's the best way you can get in contact with me. It's only $10 a month, so it's not that expensive. Also got some new shirts out here just in time for Christmas, so make sure you go check those out on the website. Both will be in the description down below. Also, if you'd like to sign up for Webull and get 4 free stocks when you deposit $100 or more, down below in the description, there will be a link for that. So all the links to all of those will be down below in the description. Make sure you check those out. Next, we have ticker sign NAK for Northern Dynamics. They are bullish at the time of this video, doing it by the moving average 10 line, being above the moving average 50 line, and the moving average 100 line. Well, they are bearish. I take that back. I thought they were bullish, but the moving average 100 line is way above the moving average 50, and the moving average 10. So the moving average 10 line being below the moving average 100 line, I would say they are bearish. They do seem to be on a positive uptrend, denoted by them moving up after hours. So I would look for them for early morning mover, but they have fallen down quite a bit from where they currently were at, which was around 84 cents. In my opinion, that kind of seems to be an oversold metric, just for the fact that it fell off so fast. But let's go to some background information on them and see some of the stuff that they have going. So that they are appealing a U.S. Army Corps of Engineers record decision on the Alaska's Pillow Project. So they were apparently supposed to partner with the U.S. Army Corps of Engineer, but I think that deal kind of went south. But if this deal, once they appeal it, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers changes their mind and they do want to partner with them for this project, I think it's a huge catalyst for them to continue to go up moving forward. I think that was the catalyst for when the stock fell from the 84 cents. But if this deal is actually repealed and, they do, want to go and work with them and have consideration for this company, then I think it definitely will test that 84 level 84-cent level again. So definitely I would say look forward to this going on. This article came out the 3rd, so make sure that's a big catalyst for this company, and the reason I have them on my list because if that deal is repealed or if they do consider, partnering with them, the U.S. Army Corps Engineer is a huge, group and very reputable source, and definitely speaks highly of this company to have that partnership. So next we have ticker sign BORR, and that is for Borr Drilling. At the time of this video, they are at 89 cents. So they ended the week at 87 cents. After hours went up some more to 89 cents. And they are bullish, done it by moving average 10 line, being above moving average 50 and 100 line. So good metrics for them. Definitely going to be looking for them for early morning mover as well. Seems to end on a very positive note, which is always good for any stock. Then let's go back information on them. Says Borr Drilling Limited announced preliminary results for their third quarter 2020. So it says total operating revenue of $59.2 million, net loss of $61.9 million. So pretty big loss, for them. Combined adjusted EBITDA for the 4 separate Mexican JVS. The company ownership was $45.2 million. Adjusted EBITDA second quarter 2020 was $30.1 million, increase of $50.1 million or 50% quarter over quarter. So that's good. They got a new CEO, which name is Patrick Schworn. So that's always a big move for the company. It usually takes a long time for the CEO switching and the CEO changing to take effect. I do know for a company that I have to say, CEO taking over, a new CEO actually helping the company, I would say, go look at Fuel Cell. So Fuel Cell Energy, I followed for a long time. I have a lot of videos on the channel talking about fuel cell, like way back in the past. But one of the fundamental things that helped the company, in my opinion, is when they hired on their new CEO, Jason Few. If you see from the time he was hired on till now how much the stock has grown, how much the company has grown is in general, it definitely shows you the effect that a good CEO can have on the company, as well as having good board members as well. But having a good structure, upper management wise, definitely helps the company in general on the right path. So that's why I have them on my list. Lastly, we're talking about ticker sign DFFN, and that is for Diffusion Pharmaceuticals. They are bullish at the time of this video. Done about moving average 10, being above moving average 50 and 100, which is purple and yellow line. Not much volume and not much movement on this one. They did test 94 cents last week, so definitely going to be looking forward for them to go back up closer to this level. The VWAP is significantly high, so it's higher than the moving average 10 line. So I would say definitely going to be looking for them for an early morning mover on Monday, especially considering that they went up 1 cent after hours. So background information on them says Diffusion Pharmaceuticals reports third quarter 2020 financial results and provides business update. So main part of this is the quarter ended with 21.9 million in cash and cash equivalents. To me, that's a very good number. It's a very large number of cash and cash equivalents on hand for any company to have, especially considering the pandemic. Companies are bleeding money like crazy. For them to have such a substantial amount of capital on hand, definitely, in my opinion, is something that they can work with to help improve their company as a whole. So it says initiated an advanced C or clinical trial evaluating lead product candidate in basically the pandemic. Announced next steps to develop a program for lead product candidate. So they're in the works of coming up with a new drug. So that is good. It seems to be around the whole pandemic niche. So there are a lot of companies out there who are making therapeutics and things of that nature, since we have a vaccine that has been approved, which is the Pfizer one. So you can see a lot of therapeutics coming out that are going to help with the symptoms of the pandemic. So I expect to see a lot of those coming out. This may be one of the companies that's going to produce the next one. There are already a couple out there that are produced, that are already accepted. I think Regeneron or Remdesivir was one of them that was already accepted, and I expect to see more. So this company is in that sort of niche to help with therapeutics for people who are suffering from the pandemic. I haven't really read too much into the things that they make, but I do know that they have the cash on hand to make the move to do so. So that's why I have them on my watch list. Bear in mind, this is not financial advice. This is just educational purposes. And if you'd like to contact a certified CPA, I would advise you to do so before making any financial decision. This is just to point you in the direction to show you what's out there and available in the market. So hopefully that'll help you all make the best decision. All right, so yeah, if you want to learn more, go to the Patreon page. I'd say join the Patreon page. Definitely got a lot of good information on there. Definitely more, one-to-one conversations could be happening. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you go get one of those shirts. We got the Buy the Dip shirt, Borr. We know the money printer was going to be printing for the winter, keeping us all warm. And then the Stonks shirt on there as well. So these are the picks: PHUNNAK, BORR, and DFFN. Good luck to everybody out there trading. Make sure you drop a comment down below. Tell me which stocks you guys are looking at. I know it helps everybody in the chat, figure out, different ways. There may be some that I missed. There may be some that that these actually take off. Every comment basically helps everyone in the chat. So good luck to everybody out there trading. See you guys next time. Peace.